Hello everyone, in this video, I'll show you how to create a website in WordPress with a free hosting and a free domain in 2025. Of course, you don't need any coding or any payments, so just a quick setup that you can do today, whether you're starting a blog, portfolio, or you just testing the things out. This guide is for you, so let's get started. First, let's just go here and open a browser and go to the URL section. All we need to do here is just type wordpress.com and hit the enter button. This should take you into the home screen or main screen of your WordPress. Of course, if it's your first time, you should not be taken here. You will be taken to this place instead. So if you have an account by any chance, you can click on login at the top right corner to log in into your account. And if you don't have an account, you can go and click on get started instead to create an account. As you can see, you will be able to create your account very simply. You can even do that using a Google account if you don't want to get through all the boring steps of creating or even logging into your account. So as you can see, so you can do it using Google, Apple, GitHub if you want to. And also, of course, will be for creating an account. I don't know what's like that, maybe because I'm on incognito mode. But it doesn't matter. You can click on login even if you don't have an account and click on continue with Google, and they will create an account for you very easily. So once you create your account, as an example, you should find yourself right here. Of course, while you are creating your account, you'll be asked, as an example, to which plan do you want to choose. So let's just show you here, as an example, the plans and pricing. As you can see, they have personal, premium, business, commerce, and enterprise. Or you might say, oh, they don't have, as an example, a free plan. So for some reason, example, the free plan that they have, it doesn't show here. But if you go here and click on get started, an example, let's just say you want to create an account. Oh, it doesn't work right here. So let me just go and sign out from my account. And let me just go back in here, an example, click on login. I'm just going to log in with a different example Google account. So a new account. I'm going to create a new account using my Google account. So let me just go here and click on continue with Google and just allow the pop-outs example of Google. And yeah, I'm just going to create an account using this. I've never created a WordPress account using this Google account. So they're telling me, as an example, it doesn't have a, as you can see, an account. So sign up for a new account. So I had an issue, as an example, with the previous browser. And when you just go, as an example, to the sign up page here, let me just show you. So it keeps showing blank as you saw before, like the problem that I had. As you can see, it will keep staying here for some reason. So I'll just switch here to Google Chrome, as example, and when I click on there, as example, it's working very good. So now, as example, let me just go and log in into my Google account so I can create an account using that Google account. So as you can see, once you just create an account, they'll tell you to claim your space on the web. And of course, they will ask you to here search for a domain that you may want to have as an example. So let's say an example here, I'm just going to search for domain. And as you can see, they'll show you all the domains that they offer and stuff like that. So here the recommended, best alternatives and stuff like that. But at the moment, of course, you can just go and skip all of the domain choosing, because most of the domains, example, even if it's $0, it's for the first year, but then you will have to pay. So you'll have to pay this, but they will, of course, you don't have to pay it even like after passing 2 years. But of course, if you want to pass or surpass this, you'll have this skip purchase, and you'll have a WordPress.com subdomain instead of your own domain, but it doesn't matter. So we just go and click on skip. So once we click on skip, as you remember before, if we go to WordPress.com, if we click on pricing and plans, there is no free plan in here. But if you just go and create your account from the first, you'll find here this free plan, where, as you can see, you don't have to pay anything. You'll get 1 GB of storage, and you'll get unlimited pages, posts, users, and visitors. So there are other, an example, plans that you can choose from. And of course, each of one of them has its own features. But for me, I'm just going to start with free, because the idea of this video is how to create a website with a free hosting. And basically, everything should be free. So as an example, once we choose this skip, like buying a domain, we already now have an account, and here we are. We're right here. So now, the best thing to start with, an example, is to finish the steps right here. So 5 steps. Normally, once you choose a plan, which is the free plan, you basically finish one of these steps. So let's start by giving our site a name. I'm just going to the site. I'm just going to give it an example, my name as example, Omics. And all you need to do, just go and scroll down, then go and hit save changes at the bottom. So let me just go scroll down again and click on save changes. And here we are. Let's just go back to the dashboard. So as an example, here on the dashboard, you'll be able to see a lot of stuff. And of course, for us to get back and to see if we have any sites, an example, you can click in here. You'll be able to see sites, domains, themes, and plugins, but we'll get into that later. Here's an example, you'll be able to see your site. Here, you will be able to launch your site. Here, you'll be able to add some posts, media pages, or users. Here's an example where you'll be able to see your comments. Here, you'll be able to edit your site. And as I said before, here, where you will be able to see everything, like the home screen where you will have everything. So now we've given our site a name, we can go and write as example our first post. So let's just go and click on that as example, and here we will access the editor. We can click on next, next example, next, and click on get started. And for me, I'm just going to add a random title example. So tests and a blog. I'm just going to add here as example an image blog, and I'm just going to upload something from my computer, pictures, and I'm just going to upload something as example a logo, something like that. And I'm just going to click on publish. So of course, for you, you can go and add any other post or blog or whatever you want to add or publish in your free website. For me, it doesn't matter. So I'm just going to have anything random right here. So let me just go back as an example. And now we do have, as you can see, a post right here under the posts, and that's good. As you can see in my site, it will show that it is right there. So let's just go back. And as you can see, we finished now 3 steps out of 5. All we need to do now is just editing our design and launching our site. So if we go here and click on edit on design, as an example, we'll be able to edit the design basically of our site. So as you saw before, when we click on our sites, the site was a simple page because we had nothing on the site, and it just supposed that we just posted right now, which is a test and an image. So of course, from here on this left panel, as you can see, you have multiple things. You have navigation, styles, pages, templates, and patterns. So here, where you will be able to edit your site however you want. So if you're good at that, that's very good. If you don't, there are a lot of endless videos as an example on how to edit any site depending on what you want. So if you're going to make it for blogs, so I cannot tell you exactly what to edit in your site because it will basically depend on whatever you're going to post. Are you going to have a portfolio or a blog or whatever? So of course you can change the styles, colors, and a lot of stuff. And of course, if you don't want to do that, you don't have to do it. You can go on this left panel, for example, and here you should find this appearance tab. And as you can see, you'll find here themes. So just go and click on that. Here you'll find basically a lot of templates or themes that are, as an example, made for you if you want to make your sites like them and then start editing them. So you don't have to start from the beginning or from blank. Of course, first of all, you'll find here a lot of templates. Some of them are free and some of them are paid. You can click here on view all as example, then click on free so you can see just the free template. As an example for me, I do have this retro like specs is the one that's active right now. If I do like any other one right here, I can just go and click on any of them and click on activate. You can click on preview first of all to see how the site will look like, and you can click on try and customize and try everything about it. If you like it, you can click on activate, and then it will become your new site or your new theme or style of your site. So since we've done with that, as an example, we're done with the 4, you can say, essential steps. All we need to do lastly is launch your site. So you can go and click on that as an example, and as you can see, once I click on it, they'll tell me congrats, your site is live. I can just go and click on copy this, and I'll open it even incognito as an example and paste that link. And as you can see, this is my site. Of course, I did not edit anything on my site. All I have is just 2 pages, one for hello world that comes with every site. Of course, you can delete it from the pages, and here the test post that we just posted. Let me just go and close that as an example, and I'm just going to my site again as an example. So let me just go and click on my site, and as you can see, I'm going to click on edit sites, and here where I'll have my site, I can click on my pages as an example, and I'll find here 2 pages. Of course, I can even from my home right here, I can go on this left panel, I can go to pages, click on all pages, and as you can see, I'll find here this about this. I can remove it right now. I can just go here, click on here and delete it. I can go and add other pages. An example, the same will be for posts. Just go and leave that. So all posts here, we'll find the hello world that I told you about. I can just now go and delete it if I want to. And the test post that we just posted. Of course, other than that, once you go and publish your site, you'll find, an example, some next step that you will do that WordPress recommend for you. It's better to do it as an example, but sometimes, an example, it will ask you to pay. like customizing your domain. If you want to customize your domain and put your own domain that you want, so an example, the domain that I have at the moment is this one. So it has this .wordpress.com. That's why it is free. So they use their own domain and your own site. So if you want basically a domain that is not hard, maybe as an example, you want omex.com, or you want, I don't know, something here.com right away. So in order to get something like that, you will have to go and buy an example domain. Maybe, I don't know, as I said, so you want maybe something.com. So those type of domains are to be paid. So as you can see, you will have to pay $30 or $13 per year if you want to. Of course, sometimes you'll find .one, .biz, .blogs, and sometimes this will be cheaper, sometimes this will be more expensive. So keep that in mind. So as I said, of course, then they'll show you how to add new pages, how to drive traffic, as an example. There are things that you can study and learn about later. So for you, what you'll have to look for is just keep your site lightweight, and free hosting has just only some limited resources, as you saw before, 1 gigabyte, and you can even use a lot of free plugins that they offer here, only of course when it's needed. So don't use a lot of plugins because it will slow down your website. And if you need the custom.com domain, you can always upgrade later, and always keep your content backed up just in case something happens to your website. And one of the things that I didn't mention is just on this dashboard example, here you will be able to see a lot of stuff, and here you will be able to access a lot of stuff very easily instead of going here to this list panel. You'll be able to add some stuff, an example, and remove some stuff. So here, as you can see, per default, you'll find newsletter, attack links, the site, activities, what's hot, and a lot of other stuff. You can, of course, edit that later to add some stuff and remove some stuff. And that's basically it. That's a free WordPress website with hosting and a free domain in 2025. It's perfect for beginners who want to test ideas without spending any money. So which free option example you are going to do? The one with WordPress, or as an example, someone or something with any other site? So drop your answers as an example and down below in the comment section. So don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more tutorials, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.